find the fitness industry is like pretty competitive, especially like nowadays with a few franchises popping up like here and there, and some concepts I find being quite similar. So I'd love to know like even little differences if you can see them or if you can name them. For example, how would you be different to, let's say, F45 or Orange Theory or any of those brands?
Yeah, so a couple of things. So one is we have a certified personal trainer that is training the camp from start to finish, giving 3 opportunities for every single exercise in the camp. So we have your baseline exercise, we have your
Hmm.
mod up, and we have your mod down. We also have a gestational mod. So if you're pregnant, we'll give you a workout that you can still participate in all the
Hmm.
way through the gestational age up until you've delivered, and then even postpartum when you come back. So that's that's a huge ability for us to retain our members as long as they feel comfortable. Second is we don't have limits other than what the fire marshal says
Hmm.
by the square footage of the location, because we only have 2 fixed apparatus in our location, which is our rig where we do
Hmm.
suspension training, and then our floating floor. Everything else is mobile equipment, which means that we're not beholden to only 6 or 7 stations, and that way
Hmm.
only 6 or 7 people can come in at any given time. Depending on the size of the location, I've been in camp with 120 people.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and and it's amazing, the energy, the fire, it's incredible. But we also add trainers as we have certain number of people in camp. So I always feel like I'm getting a personal trainer in a group setting. And that really does speak to, again, one of those differentiators. I never feel like I'm alone or that I'm not getting the instruction that I need to correct my form, to push me through a set, to hand me
Hmm.
heavier weights, because that's what I'm there for. I'm there to be challenged. I'm there for progressive overload. I'm there for results. And so when I feel like I have a personal trainer next to me throughout that whole 45 minutes with 120 of my friends,
Yeah.
it's really, really motivating. We also don't have mirrors in our gyms.
Hmm.
I think as women in particular, the narrative
Yeah.
that is associated to seeing your reflection, we want our members to come in, and when they pick up the heavy weight, when they do one more rep, when they don't stop this time and they keep going and they make it all the way through, all of that should be the positive reinforcements that's going through their head versus standing up and seeing themselves in a mirror and potentially triggering that negative
Yeah.
self-talk. We want them to come in and leave with the highest amount of endorphins and energy, and just understanding that they just did something really hard.
Yep.
It's definitely a full, kind of sensory and wellness concept when they're coming in
Hmm.
for fitness, but they're leaving with so much more.